Nepal, a land of towering peaks and lush valleys, is a sight to behold. From the soaring heights of Mount Everest to the vibrant jungles of Chitwan, Nepal's natural beauty is renowned worldwide. However, this very beauty makes Nepal incredibly vulnerable. The delicate balance of its ecosystems is under threat. Climate change casts a long shadow over this magnificent land. These changes pose a significant risk to Nepal's people and its unique biodiversity. The interconnectedness of life on Earth is undeniable. Every living organism, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, plays a vital role in maintaining this balance. Nepal, with its diverse ecosystems, exemplifies this interconnectedness. Changes in one part of this intricate web of life inevitably affect the others. Understanding climate change and its impact on Nepal is crucial, not just for the country itself, but for the wider world. Our focus will be on Nepal, a country on the front lines of climate change. We will explore the specific challenges Nepal faces and highlight the plight of its endangered species. Finally, we will discuss potential solutions and emphasize the urgent need for collective action. The story of climate change is a global one, and Nepal's experience serves as a stark reminder of the stakes involved. By understanding the challenges and embracing solutions, we can strive to protect Nepal's natural heritage for generations to come. The greenhouse effect is a natural process that makes Earth habitable. Think of it like a blanket wrapped around our planet. This blanket is made up of certain gases in the atmosphere, known as greenhouse gases. These gases trap some of the sun's heat, preventing it from escaping back into space. This trapped heat keeps Earth warm enough to support life. To understand this better, imagine a car parked in the sun with its windows closed. The sunlight passing through the windows heats the car's interior. The heat cannot escape easily, causing the car's temperature to rise. This is similar to how greenhouse gases work. They trap heat and warm the planet. The key greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and fluorinated gases. These gases vary in their ability to trap heat and their lifespan in the atmosphere. Some, like carbon dioxide, are naturally present in the atmosphere. The greenhouse effect is essential for life as we know it. However, human activities are increasing the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, leading to global warming. The term greenhouse can be applied to both natural and artificial systems. Both types function on the same basic principle, trapping heat to create a warmer environment. However, their scale and purpose differ significantly. Earth's atmosphere acts as a natural greenhouse. The layer of greenhouse gases acts like the glass roof of a greenhouse, allowing sunlight in but trapping some of the heat. This natural greenhouse effect is what makes our planet habitable, regulating Earth's temperature and supporting life. Artificial greenhouses, on the other hand, are structures built by humans primarily for agriculture. These structures, typically made of glass or plastic, create controlled environments for growing plants. The transparent material allows sunlight to enter, and the enclosed space traps heat, creating a warmer microclimate inside. While both natural and artificial greenhouses rely on the same principle of trapping heat, their impacts differ significantly. Human activities are disrupting the natural greenhouse effect, leading to unintended consequences for our planet. Human activities, particularly since the Industrial Revolution, have dramatically increased the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This increase is primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and industrial processes. Fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas, are formed from the remains of ancient plants and animals. Burning these fuels for electricity, transportation, and industrial processes releases carbon dioxide, a potent greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere. Deforestation, the clearing of forests for agriculture, logging, and other purposes, also contributes to the enhanced greenhouse effect. Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere as they grow. Cutting down trees releases this stored carbon back into the atmosphere, further increasing greenhouse gas concentrations. Industrial processes such as cement production and the manufacturing of certain chemicals also release greenhouse gases. The planet is warming at an unprecedented rate, leading to a cascade of changes in our climate system. These changes pose significant risks to human societies and the natural world. Section 5, Drivers of Climate Change, Human Activities. Climate change is driven by a multitude of human activities, all of which contribute to the increase in greenhouse gas concentrations in the atmosphere. These activities are deeply embedded in our modern way of life, making the challenge of addressing climate change complex and multifaceted. The burning of fossil fuels is arguably the most significant driver of climate change. Our reliance on coal, oil and natural gas for electricity generation, transportation and industrial processes releases vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Deforestation and land use change are another major contributor. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Clearing forests for agriculture, logging and urbanization reduces the planet's capacity to absorb carbon dioxide, exacerbating the greenhouse effect. Agriculture, particularly livestock farming, is a significant source of methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Industrial processes such as cement production, the manufacturing of plastics and the use of certain chemicals also release greenhouse gases. Section 6. The far-reaching effects of climate change. Climate change is not just about rising temperatures, it's about a cascade of interconnected changes impacting every corner of our planet. From melting glaciers to shifting rainfall patterns, the effects of climate change are far-reaching and profound. Rising temperatures are causing glaciers to melt at an alarming rate. This melting contributes to rising sea levels, threatening coastal communities and ecosystems. The loss of glaciers also impacts water availability for millions of people who rely on glacial meltwater for drinking and irrigation. Changes in precipitation patterns are leading to more extreme weather events. Some regions are experiencing more frequent and intense droughts, while others are facing more severe floods. These changes have devastating impacts on agriculture, water resources and human settlements. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, heat waves and wildfires are becoming more frequent and intense. Vulnerable communities, often in developing countries with limited resources to adapt, are disproportionately affected by the consequences of climate change. Section 7. Nepal's endangered species caught in the crossfire. Nepal, with its rich biodiversity, is home to a remarkable array of plant and animal species. However, many of these species are now endangered, facing a multitude of threats, with climate change exacerbating their plight. The snow leopard, an elusive and majestic creature found in the high Himalayas, is highly vulnerable to climate change. As temperatures rise, the snowline is retreating, shrinking the snow leopard's habitat and forcing it into higher altitudes where prey is scarce. The one-horned rhinoceros, found in Nepal's lowland grasslands, is also facing significant challenges. Climate change is altering the rhino's habitat, making it more susceptible to poaching and disease. Changes in rainfall patterns are also impacting the availability of food and water for these iconic creatures. The Bengal tiger, a symbol of power and beauty, is threatened by habitat loss and fragmentation due to climate change. Climate change is affecting the growth of bamboo, the red panda's primary food source, putting further pressure on this already endangered species. Section 8. Combating climate change, mitigation and adaptation. Addressing climate change requires mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation reduces greenhouse gas emissions, while adaptation adjusts to current and future impacts. Mitigation addresses climate change by reducing emissions. This includes transitioning to renewable energy sources like solar, wind and hydropower. Improving energy efficiency is crucial, using less energy through technology or behavior changes. Sustainable transportation is essential, promoting public transportation, cycling, walking and electric vehicles. Adaptation focuses on current impacts and future changes, developing climate-resilient infrastructure like sea walls and drought-resistant crops. Protecting and restoring ecosystems is crucial. Healthy ecosystems are more resilient to climate change. Early warning systems for extreme weather events save lives. Supporting local communities in their adaptation solutions is crucial. Section 9. Our collective responsibility. A call to action. Climate change is a global challenge that requires a collective response. Addressing this challenge requires a fundamental shift in our way of life, embracing sustainability in all its dimensions. The time for complacency is over. We must act now to reduce our impact on the planet and transition to a more sustainable future. This requires a concerted effort from individuals, communities, businesses, and governments worldwide. We can all make a difference in our daily lives by making conscious choices that reduce our carbon footprint. This includes reducing our energy consumption, choosing sustainable transportation options, and adopting a more plant-based diet. Supporting businesses and organizations committed to sustainability is another powerful way to drive change. By choosing products and services from companies with strong environmental track records, we can encourage a shift towards more sustainable practices. Engaging in political processes and advocating for climate action is crucial. We must demand that our leaders take bold and decisive action to address this pressing issue and hold them accountable for their commitments. Let's work together to safeguard our planet for generations to come.